activities just kids' activities with drinking?
Who's ready to carve a genetically modified pumpkin?
We are!
Oh, I got super high and ate all your hot dogs.
Let's launch this thing! Put your rocks up!
You are absolute chaos.
It happened again.
Get in on this, bro.
Oh, shit!
Okay, that was pretty cool.
KG, Jeff in Las Vegas. Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
It's a thrill to talk to you again. Love the show. I'm excited about season 3 of Close Enough. 8 episodes for season 3. I think that's just the right amount. So have Josh and Emily's parental skills improved much for this season?
They're trying. I would say maybe a little bit.
I love the concept of the show too. You know, parenting skills by group. You know, by committee.
Definitely.
Is there a delicate balance in acting like adults without growing old? Because, you know, I'm Gen X and I'm just a big man child, and so are all my friends, you know. So I think the cartoon reflects on how our attitudes are, right?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, in college you probably get like where you're going to be as a person, and then yeah, you adapt all of these like social kind of like behaviors for like, well, this is how I should be in a professional setting. This is how, but you're still you. And when you get with your friends, I feel like that's like when the real you comes out. And so, yeah.
It's funny because, you know, when the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin came out, you know, a lot of my friends called me up and go, a lot of my junket friends, you know, film critics, we just saw this movie and reminded us of you. And I go, what do you mean 40? Not the virgin part, but remember how Steve Carell collected all the action figures and all that? My house and my rooms were just filled with that stuff. And I remember sitting there and I told myself, you know what, enough is enough. And I got rid of all of it, most of it. And I really regret that, you know. So I hate, you know, I want to live my life that I want to. And that's what I love about Close Enough, because, you know what, who cares? It's a state of mind, right?
Yeah. And I mean, that's how people are. I mean, you know, when you become a parent, you're still the same you. It's just now all of a sudden you got to take care of this other person. So you definitely become more responsible and definitely more worn out.
I love how Bridget asked this season, are all adult activities just kid activities without drinking? I think they are, right?
Yes, when you really look at them, you're like, this seems really familiar. The music is crazy loud, bright lights.
I'm spending more money.
Yeah, definitely. Just have to get a wristband.
I love this season. Mini golf and flume rides. You know, it looks like Splash Mountain gone very wrong in that episode.
Oh yeah, that one is super funny. I'm very excited for it. We do a lot of LA locations in the show, and that episode they make it to Knott's Berry Farms. Bridget and Alex are trying to kind of like get away from Josh and Emily's like, you know, they're so much into the parenting stuff and going to like younger kind of destinations that Bridget and Alex start looking for friends that they can relate to, and it kind of goes bad for them.
It's funny you mentioned Knott's Berry Farm. Everybody's posting about the Boysenberry Festival that's going right now. And I'm just like, I got to get out there, you know? I can't wait for what it looks like the Halloween episode, you know, Possessed Pumpkins. And Halloween's my favorite holiday. And I love when shows, you know, take a Halloween episode. So was that a personal favorite?
Yes, I definitely like on regular show we did Halloween episodes, and this will be Close Enough's first Halloween episode, and it's definitely a love letter to the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes because I loved those growing up. And this one is really like I really like it a lot because it's like it's more adult, but then also it gets like extremely meta at the end. So I think people will really like it.
I love Josh's costume too.
Yeah,
Looks
that was a fun, weird moment.
Looked a little familiar, didn't it?
Yeah.
Can you dish any guest stars this season?
Oh man. I mean, one big one that I'm excited about, we have we're definitely like meeting more of the characters' families, and we're kind of like opening up the world a little bit. And there's an episode where we get to meet Alex's dad, and he's played by Henry Winkler. So that's a pretty cool episode.
I'm Gen X, so I was about 8 years old when the Fonz, when Happy Days was around, and
Yeah.
I got to meet Henry Winkler at a Critics' Choice Awards about 2 years ago, and I literally was tearing up, and just because he taught me how to read, he was just such an influence in my life and in my childhood. And not only that, he is the nicest guy. I have to tell you, right? He's the
I was
nicest
just
guy,
gonna say,
the greatest sense of humor. I mean, Barry is just outrageous, right? So
yes.
I can't imagine working with him.
Yeah, no, same thing because we asked, and you're always like, I don't know if they're gonna say yes, they're huge, but he was totally okay with it, and he was the nicest guy, and he crushed it. He was so good.
That's awesome. It's like the time I met Morgan Freeman because, electric company, and I go, you taught me how to read. And he goes, you owe me money. Also, WonderCon. I didn't make it last week. I didn't know. Did you have a panel? Did you go or?
No, I didn't go. We didn't make it. I think we're only just now starting to think about going back to cons and doing panels and things like that. So I think it's about time to get back out there and do those
Well,
things. I hope we can.
hopefully Comic-Con's going to happen in July, right?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, you go and then I'll go. Okay. I'll make an effort.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Congratulations on the new season. And let's talk again soon, man. It's always a thrill.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeffrey.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks, Shonda.
You're welcome. Thank you. I will send out the recording hopefully later on today.
No worries. Thanks a lot. Take care, everybody.